Thank you so much, Bishop. As you stated, I do feel truly blessed to work with all of the youth that attend our events and the adults who help put them on. Connecting with the youth over the past year has been a challenge, but has also given me so much hope. I can see that the visions of those you just spoke about will come to bear much fruit. We have some amazing youth in this diocese. One of the places I was able to witness this year was at Epic Summer Camp. This was our first in-person event in over a year. We took very careful steps in order to make camp as safe as possible for all those involved. We masked, we washed and sanitized our hands, we social distanced and spent the week outside as much as possible. We also worshiped, sang songs, passed the peace, and took care of one another. The youth of the diocese are so caring towards one another. This was the first time that many of the youth had been away from home in over a year, and that meant that sometimes tensions and emotions were high, but these young people took care of one another. It didn't matter if they were 9 or 18. They listened and shared, they encouraged each other, gave high fives and fist bumps, they hugged, masked of course, they patted a back, they yelled and cheered, they took in someone else's tray, cleaned off a table, shared a canoe, sat with someone who was by themselves, shared their bug spray or sunscreen, and by doing all of those things, they showed one another what the face of Christ looks like. Camp was balm for the staff and I hope the campers as well. The staff. Oh, the staff of Epic Summer Camp. Some of their faces can be seen on the slides sprinkled throughout this slideshow. I cannot thank them enough for their time and energy and planning. We were at a new facility this year, the Christian Conference Center in Newton, so there were many new things to learn, but our staff rolled with all of the changes and were flexible when there was a need. Both the EPIC and the CCC staff were wonderful and amazing and made the week better than I could have expected. Right now, we're continuing our ministry with monthly care packages and a monthly Wednesday night youth-led Compline. I spoke with several clergy over the summer who were using the care packages as formation for their youth, so we decided to keep them going this year. This year, we're focusing more on formation and have a theme centered around prayer. We will be exploring the Book of Common Prayer, grateful prayers, praying with icons, breath prayers, and many others. We had 3 youth participate in the Simpson Youth Academy this year and hope to continue with them and the Reverend Eric Rucker. Over the past year, we tried some new things. We worked on an event for Martin Luther King Jr. Day and an Earth Day event featuring Dawson Davenport of the Meskwaki Nation with Christ Church Cedar Rapids and the Beloved Community Initiative. We also had youth take part in the Living Kindness event that was based on the Kindness Calendar that was sent out in the Lent Care Package. Each week, a different youth from the Youth Ministry Development Team shared on how the activities of the calendar coincided with the scripture we read that week. We held a virtual backpack blessing the week before school started, and we had a fun fellowship outing a few weeks ago at Pop-Up at the Patch in North Liberty. We connected at the campfire with s'mores, a hayrack ride, and fun in the corn maze. We're hopeful that the spring of 2020 will usher in more in-person events. We would love to see New Beginnings and Happenings start up again. And starting in November, we'll be offering funds for children, youth, and families who may need assistance with mental health appointments through a Gilead grant. In the meantime, I hope the youth of the diocese know that they are loved, cared about, and prayed for each day. I have no doubt they are out there doing the work of Christ. It may be picking up trash on the sidewalk, holding a door open for someone, evangelizing on their non-binary soccer team, taking part in their LGBTQ plus affirming club at school, standing out in a protest, or putting a mask on to protect their neighbor. Yes, the youth of the diocese are making change, and I'm honored to know these change makers.